Hello everybody, this is Raiden, or Raggy. I'm going to call myself Raiden from now on because that's my in-game name. You can search me on YouTube for any game. Okay, this is going to be a 1 vs 1, Terran vs Zerg, and it's going to be a best of 5 series. So this is the first game of that. It's going to be Iceamo in the top right-hand corner as Zerg against Raiden, who's going to be in the bottom left, the purple Terran, and he's saying good luck, because it's manners to do so. Iceamo not yet replying, pretty bad mannered. Just saying good luck now. I don't know, this could be a really good series. Iceamo, silver, gold, silver, so coming in a strong favorite against silver, bronze, which, again, as we all know, is not very good. So Raiden just pretty standard, getting the supply depot out of the 1 minute mark, and it's going to be a really tough game. I don't know about you, but I am super excited about what can be done for the Zerglings. Sorry, my bad, but the Zerg player, what can he do? Because the last time I casted a Zerg game, he didn't quite spread enough creep, and I think the thing to do is spread creep, and if you spread creep all across the map to your expansions, it will make it so much easier. So, like, to this expansion, all the way down, all the way across the map, maybe even over here, but probably the high yield is what he should be going for. And for Raiden, he should just be blocking off, going off 2 base, maybe a cheeky expand on a 3rd at the high yield, but I don't know, that's if we get that far. I don't really know. A lot could happen between now and the end of the game. A lot could happen. So, right to go for an early refinery. We could see early siege tanks or early starport. What I'd like to say is that Raiden is known for mass marines. Oh, some Zerglings here. Raiden is known for mass marines, and he's already got out 1 marine. But this early refinery perhaps is changing his build. A little bit supply block like a noob. Maybe he's changing his build because, it doesn't get taken out. That's pretty poor by Iceamo. Just spots that, and he's running back. That's poor. Maybe he should just go for something a little bit different, because he doesn't want to have marines and nothing but marines, especially when look, an early roach warren. So marines are not good against roaches. They will get owned by the acidity of each roach, and this SCV is going to get taken out by the queen. She is not a happy bunny. He's on a creep. He's running it back. Some Zerglings just going to hide down here. I'm not sure if they can see that. Oh, he can. Raiden's going to take out a couple of Zergs here. 1. He's taking 1 out. This is not good news. He does not want to be lured. Oh, man. On 6 HP, this little Zergling, so not a good move from Iceamo. Really noobish. But this is equally as bad. Just running that SCV by again, straight into the Zerglings, which is pretty bad. I cannot. Ooh, what's this go? A bailing nest is going down. A bailing nest, so we could see mass bailings, and against a marine heavy army, which he is known for, then it could be curtains on Raiden's army. But he's got an early factory, not producing anything from it. He's got a starport coming out. He's getting another barracks, so maybe you could see marines and medvacs looking for drops. And on this mineral line, there is no protection on any of these workers, so all these drones completely unprotected. And we're gonna see some Zerglings come out, so he can morph them into bailings. And bailings on marines is just, oh man, it's not pretty. In fact, it's so ugly, I can't even describe it. I mean, there's a gap right here, so if he were to run some Zerglings in, he could just wipe out the army straight away, get us around, on these Marines, and they will be helpless because there is literally nothing you can do when stuff like that happens. I'm just gonna point your attention real quick to the APM top left. We saw averages of 20, maybe 30 on that 2v2, which is pretty bad, but look at the current APM. Oh, it's just dropped, so bad times, but it has been peaking at about 100. About 100, so these guys have been practicing knowing that this best of 5 series is gonna come up. As Raiden looking for an expansion, Zerg really late on the expansion here. They're not very good on one base. It's real hard, real difficult as a Zerg to play off one base because you need lava, you need a second base, maybe even a third, especially you need more than your ally, otherwise you know you're behind. Especially when a medvac is on the field, he's got mass Marines, he's got to bunker them up and try and defend this expansion, maybe even start to get out better tech units. He's already getting stims. Maybe, I don't know, Raiden, he's not even harvesting as much, so that's bad, but he's got the expansion on the way. He's oversaturated the mineral lines. Oversaturated, got a group of overlords just having a little party over here, not really doing much, which, if he were to get a couple of Vikings out, could easily snipe them because he has got no anti-air, apart from this queen which he'll throw darts at him, but that won't do enough, and this could really supply block. It was already on 49 out of 50. Finally getting that expansion up. It's coming the 9-minute mark. That is super late. That is really late, and I cannot believe he's done it at this time of the game. Just catching these two Nago watchtowers so he can see everything that's going on. Can see these medvacs coming in. This is going to get spotted. So they're going to be in position by the time the medvac gets there, because if it's not, these drones could all go out, and it could be, well, I don't know, they're not doing anything yet. So this could be, this is the first attack, and it's coming at 9 minutes 57, it's pretty late, but he's got nothing watching it, and it's finally moving down. The melees are gonna go, and they clear up, 5 Marines, maybe even a Marauder, but wow, it gets taken out, and that's really bad for the Terran player, because it does not take out any drones. Although a couple of banelings blew up, it's only about 25 gas, I think, to upgrade them to banelings. I don't know what Raiden's doing now. He should probably just drop them. Probably working on his macro. Although he's got no macro taps, so it's all micro for Raiden, which means that his APM should be real high. It's currently at 120. He's really clicking away and just making a cheeky little drop, but there are going to be roaches here to protect this expansion. They're going to stim and transferring drones out of this mineral line, so the saturation is going to be nothing. And yeah, the roaches clean out that army. One Marauder escapes. He's thinking, wow guys, wow, where did everyone go? You missed your pickup. Missed your pickup and your med back. And this command center's got a lot of resources, needs to upgrade to a planetary fortress or orbital command, depending on what he wants to do. But a couple of siege tanks are out. After seeing those banelings, siege tanks are really good against banelings, especially AoE, really good. And what? Yeah, here we go. It's the planetary fortress, which I said, and yeah, these tanks are just gonna sit up on the high ground. You see the range that they get. If any banelings were to come, they would run within that range, and they would just get completely taken out. So, really good defense on this expansion by Raiden. I'm super impressed by the play of this Terran player, and really unimpressed by the Zerg at this moment in time, because he needs to work on getting a third expansion, because it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work off one base, and I can tell you that as a fact, as from experience, you know that you just cannot do it. But his current APM is super high. Let's see at the production tab what's coming. He's getting Zerg missiles, attack 1, so he's improving. But so is the Terran player, just getting weapons level 1, more Marines, another barracks. Wow. Wow, this kid is known for his mass Marines, but this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, but he's going to have supporting tanks. So, oh man, he's a little bit supply blocked, so he needs to get these supply depots up ASAP. There we go, so he can start building mass Marines. Super mass! Oh, he's even building, he's building a 6 racks. I mean, he's not got any missile turrets on his mineral line. So if the Zerg player were to build any type of harassment units, any type, then he could just take out all these SCVs. He could run around. These Marines probably wouldn't be able to intercept. Take out these workers too, and that would pretty much be game, because this planetary fortress could easily go down, and he would have no income, but he's just sitting back, grouping an army together, get a couple of hydralisks. There's only 3 of them, thinking, whoa, too many banelings and roaches at this party. I need more hydralisks, because they're good, but plenty of zerglings down here. Plenty on the creep, but what this queen has not been doing is spotting creep tumor. So it's just been doing the lava, and off one base, I guess this is alright, but you know, I would not condone it. And a 3rd expansion is going down for Iceamo in a really risky place, because he has not destroyed these destructible rocks, which mean he can't get to there for easy defense. So if that gets spotted, that's going to get taken out straight away. I would have said build down here, build all over this rich mineral field, because it wants to be mined. All the gold is there for bling, and whoa. Okay, I don't really know what happened there. My computer crashed, so my bad if this does not come out good on the actual thing. I'm gonna try and make it good, try and make it seem like I didn't crash, but I've just had to load it back up again, skip to here, and I think we're in about the same situation where he's gonna go and try and harvest on the mineral line. And what is most important for Iceamo is that he can get this army all the way over without it getting intercepted or his base taken out, because he's not got his creep spread anywhere, and that is a super disadvantage for Zerg, which is pretty bad. I do not condone it. My bad. I do not condone it. Oh, Thor is here. Oh, Thor is here, guys. There are 2 Thors on the field. There is a mass tech switch from all the banelings before, and he switched tech. You know he's gonna have his 3rd expansion up. It's up now, It's gonna go into a planetary fortress, and you see all these tanks and all these Thors are starting to move out. And just to secure this expansion, just to secure it, I don't think he knows that this one's here. No, he can't see that he's at the, he can't see if he's at the high yield. And no, he cannot see that he's just at that rep, so if he moves his units out, you'll see him. That's what he's going to do now. He's just going to go on a little scouting mission, see there's a bit of creep, and he's moving out, and there's nothing there but a queen. She's going to go down, and this expansion is going to go down before anything can really happen, and this is really bad for the Zerg. He needs as many expansions as possible, and that is going to go down before anything. Oh man, there's so many minerals lost. He's going to be absolutely gutted. He's going to be distraught even, and just taking out these extractors. I mean, there's no need for this, but he's already there, so he might as well. And this little Zerg, well, I'd say party, but they're not really doing much. It's a pretty boring party. They need more units to go to the party, and oh, there's quite a few up here. I mean, if they bunch the army together, then maybe he could take him out. But he's got a lot of siege, a lot of tech, more Thors coming out. He's got 3 factories. He's known for his mass marines. Now he's gonna know what it's like to have mass lords. 1, 2, 3 more on the way. There are 3, 4, 5 on the field. And this is gonna be great. And when the main battle happens, it's all gonna kick off. I don't know what's gonna happen. The Thors could get taken out because there's so many Hydralisks, so many Roaches, lots of Zerglings for the surround. I mean, it could go either way. It's all down to the micro. The macro's gone. Microing is all that's going to be taking place. I mean, is there going to be an attack anytime soon? He's started to move the Thors out. He's still mining from his high yield. I would say long distance mining, but it's not really that long. It's just not super short, and he's started to move out. This is what we've all been waiting for, guys. But he could spot on the Naga Tower. He could spot this army. So if I just my bad. If I just flick on Iceamo, no, my bad. He hasn't seen the army yet, but he just starts to see it now as Raiden starts moving up. Starting to move up. Iceamo is moving his army into position. I mean, he's only got this little bit of creep, so he's going to be in such a disadvantage. I mean, he could easily put some tanks on the low ground here. He could move some of his units up here and do a 2-pronged attack. I mean, we'll see what Raiden decides to do. He goes and checks out this high yield, but he's not done anything yet. Ugh, this medvac is just dropping some Marines. Dropping some Marines onto the party. And wow, this is going to be pretty epic. I mean, macroing like hell at his main. He's supply blocked for now, but a Thor is there, and there are more Marines, so he's going to tech switch to Marines, who are slightly upgraded. As this army starts to move out now, there are a few on the high ground who are just going to get taken out. Hydralisks on the high ground, going to see them. No, not really much happening. That's just me getting excited over nothing. And the army is gonna collide now. Thor's intercepted! Oh my god, this is really bad. Really bad for the Zerg player. The Bailings are at the back. They need to come to the front. Thor's are being taken out now, but running into the tanks, running in, and oh, these Bailings are gonna get taken out so bad. That is really bad. The waste! Oh my god, that went from at least 80 Bailings to, wow, about 22. That is really bad. Really bad. These siege tanks paid for themselves. And if you look back at his base, okay, there's not really much happening. I was going to say there's a lot happening in the base, but there really isn't. And, I mean, look at these overlords having a little party to themselves. They're not really doing much. They don't know anything about this attacking business, because they just sit there and do nothing. But a well-placed scab by Raiden is going to take out this expansion, or a lot of drones are going to be lost, and this queen is going to be taken out too, and it's just going from bad to worse for Iceamo. He does not know what to do. He's just clumping his army together, thinking about his best course of attack. A few Marines being a little bit cheeky, going to the hatchery, and they're just going to dance around. And here's the big battle now. The Bailings come in, they're taking out all them Thors. Oh man, there's 4 left. There's still 4 tanks. I really don't know what's going to happen now, because the microing skills from Iceamo has just not been good enough, and almost his entire army has been taken out. And if you look at his main, he has rebuilt nothing in his expo, and he's got a handful of old Hydralisks, which is not going to compete to 4 more Thors and a mass Marines. There are a lot of Marines, especially because 12 are bunkered, and there are 6 racks. 6 racks with reactors on them too, so it's going to be, oh man. As soon as the next wave comes in, especially if it comes anytime soon, Iceamo is just not going to know what hit him. He's got some roaches coming, but they are just going to fall into the pits of death as soon as those Marines stim up and start microing again. I mean, if you look on the income tab, oh, Iceamo is like so down. He's 3 times down on what Raiden's income is at the moment. And if you look at the units lost tab, no, that's actually quite surprising. They've lost the same amount of resources, but if you remember, he's got a high expansion on the go, whereas Iceamo has been off 2 base the entire map, apart from this attempt, a little attempt at another expansion, which got easily taken out by Raiden, and it's just the way it's gone. They're going to try and take out this high yield, but the planetary fortress, especially if it's going to get repaired, is just going to hold its ground, and this is a really bad move. Really bad from Iceamo, trying to split his army, and planetary fortress not really going down. It's really poor micro, all trying to get a shot in, and it's not going to, oh, it went down pretty easily, my bad. And I didn't think it was going to go down, but it did, really easily. But if you look at the army now, wow! He's on 177, 183 on his pop count, and wow, this is just a super big army compared to the 95 of the Zerg player, Iceamo. Raiden has just, wow, he's super impressed me, and he's going to move out. And this is going to be it, because Iceamo has got a really tiny army. There is nothing that compete. And here's the big battle now, and Raiden stims, moves his Marines up, great microing skills, and they just crumble instantly, and there is absolutely nothing Iceamo can do. I don't think he expected that. I don't think anybody could have predicted that, and that is just a really good thing. Infestation Pit was built, but there are really not enough resource out there for him to do anything. I mean, he's upgraded to a hide, but man, it's too little too late, and the back door is going to be taken out. It's really bad manners not to GG now because you have no units. You're so dead. And it's really bad manners, so anybody watching who's a noob, maybe you should GG out when you know you've got a massive Thor Marine army bearing down on your hive, and you don't really know what to do. Well, just GG and save yourself the pain and embarrassment, because you never know. And so that hive goes. There's nothing being spawned. Nothing really going on. And Raiden says GG. That's pretty cheeky. And Iceamo leaves the game. That is a really good game. I would say excellent stuff by Raiden. He came in as underdog because he's only in silver, going against a gold player. And it was really good microing skills. It really changed the map. And especially this third expansion, the timing of it was superb by Raiden, and the cheekiness of this high yield was pretty immense, but there were no Mutalisks to take out the SEVs on each mineral line because there were no turrets built. And that's a really big mistake, because they were able to mine, and they had a really good time mining. Look at that, even the fourth expansion. And they had a really good time mining, and yeah, that's really what set them apart, was the income tab, and it was just, they were in different leagues, really. Oh, it was really good. Anyway, that was game 1. It's 1-0 to Raiden, and watch my next video, and we'll see what happens. See you guys next time. Raiden.